It's a gorgeous Monday morning here in Argyll. I've just loaded up the 6-tonne machine and I'm going to take it to the next job. So come with me and see what I'm going to be up to this week. The first thing I've got to try and do is get out this road what I came in last week. So if you've not watched it, you'll need to go and check it out whenever it was I came in here, because yeah, it's not very nice and it's going to be 10 times worse going out loaded. All my mirrors are tucked in, I hope. I know I'm going to struggle. Cabs on the other side of them branches this time, which is good. Oh, I actually can't see a thing here. I hope for the best. All good. Playing it total safe this time, and I'm just going to go down this road a bit here to get turned. The only reason I'm doing this is because I don't want to try and transfer the weight with the machine on the back, and you can do it, but screwing it round there on that hill would not be very nice for it. It's going to take me an extra probably 5 minutes coming down here to turn, so I'd rather that than end up breaking something on the old lorry. This is my job for today and tomorrow. Another road. It is terrible. This is where my daughter comes horse riding, so I know firsthand how bad this road is. So my plan will be to rip it all back up, put teeth through it like I done last week, and reshape it all, plenty of offlets. Every road seems to be demolished just now. We had one of the worst winters with rain, and now there's frost getting to it. Oh jeez, it's just terrible. So hopefully I can sort this road out for these guys for once and for all, get rid of these holes, get a roller on it, and make it a lot more enjoyable to go in and out here. Because right now it's not. I'm not even putting my foot in accelerator, I'm literally just letting this crawl in here because it is awful. That's me all tipped, the machine is off. I've left the shears on the back of the lorry because I don't need them in this job. To save humping around every time with the machine, I'll take them back to the yard tonight and get them offloaded. I'm going to go and start ripping up this road a couple hours and see how I get on, see how the Kubota gets on with some hard ripping up and some hard digging, because after all it is kind of tar at some point in its life. The thing I miss the most about having this on rather than the rototill is having to jump out and put the hoses on and off every time you swap over buckets. I didn't realise how much I took the rototill for granted until jumping back into something like this. It's going to be a nightmare today, putting on the bucket with the teeth, jumping out and putting this back on every time. That's the right line to put it on there. We'll soon see. Give this a go. Don't ask me why they're closed over like that. I generally don't know why they've done that. I don't know if it's because it was the way the fittings were from the old machine to the new machine, or the way they are in the bucket. I honestly don't know, but it works for us. The tilty bucket we have on this machine is a hard life bucket, so same brand as the shears. We actually have one on this one, we've got one on the Takuchi, we've got one on the Kubota, and we've got one on the Hyundai. So we've got 4 hard life buckets and then the rototill as well. I do like the shape of these buckets. Again, they're same as the rototill. They go out the side so you can get right close into buildings or right into the ditch. It gives that good kind of V, rather than some of the ones you get what are kind of straight on. So I do really like this kind of bucket. I'm just getting a bit agitated here because I can't spin it round in circles. I can only tilt to the side, which obviously I'm used to using the rototill now, so it's not very ideal. I'm just knocking the verge off along here again, just to let the water off. People have been hitting it already, so it's just all mud and rubbish. So knock that off, get a bit of shape, and toss this mud out the way. Well, that's me all done at the job for the day. I actually got on pretty well. What a difference dry weather makes. There was plenty of material on the road, so I just used that. It worked a treat. So So I'll be back there again tomorrow, but right now I'm going to go home and take the shears off the back of this lorry, give it a good brush off. It's brushed off already, but give it a good clean. It's going in for an inspection tomorrow, so Dad's working near the garage, so he'll drop that in the morning, and that'll be us. But this awful. Get home. What a difference these lights are as well. Of course, the digger I want is right at the back. Delightful. When I was taking the shears off there, it reminded me that I've been telling you guys the shears go on the 6 and 8 tonne. Some of you might be wondering how we do that, if it's different size machines, pins. So this is it here. So basically we've had another saddle made and put on top. Our local fabricators do that. That's for the 6 tonne. We knock that out if we put it on the 8 tonne and put it in there, and that's how we do it. It's actually so simple and so effective because there's no reason why you can't use that in the 2 machines rather than having 2 sets. Again, we do the same with the breaker, apart from this is a wee bit different because it's for the 8 and the 14 tonne machine. So same thing again, a new saddle made up with the 2 pinholes there. However, we don't really use that in the 13 tonne anymore because we did buy a new hammer last year, but it's always good that the option is there if the other one's out or whatever. So yeah, that's what we tend to do, new saddle, and does both. And that's me, had enough talking for one day. I'm off home. It's Tuesday morning and I'm back here on the 6-day Kubota that I was in yesterday, doing the road that I was in. Now hopefully I'll see it done today, if not I'll be very close to getting it finished. Don't have too far to go, and it's a cracking day for getting these planings ripped up. A wee bit of heat finally coming through too, which will make all the difference. First of all, I'm going to try and fuel this up. I've never done it before in this machine. I'm taking it as just exactly the same as the 57 that we had before, but let's see what it's like. Now all our machines do have pumps in them nowadays, which is ideal. Because we work with drums, it saves you humping them up or going into a tank or whatever. It's also compact and so tidy, all stored away. Didn't even know it was there. So yeah, let's fill it up. This pump is the same as the one in the 57. I don't think the 9 tonne actually has this, but as always you release the cap off. You've got 3 buttons here. You've got obviously on, off, and then you've got this beeping one. I don't know if you can hear it. And then the higher up it gets, I'll go to a consistent beep when it's full. So we'll give it a go, and I should cut it off as well. God, that's quiet. You can start to hear the beeping getting faster and faster. To be honest, we never really use it because the pump switches off automatically when it gets full anyway. I think it's more fun if you were filling it in there straight with a nozzle. It's near the top now. There we are, and it's cut off itself. So make sure that's tight back on, and how was this again? Right round again. And there, there. Just like you. I've got my passport with me today, not because I need it in the roads of Argyll, it's because I'm going to be heading to Las Vegas. I'm going to be recording some stuff today to tell everyone that I'm heading over to Las Vegas to go to Con Expo, which I'm so excited for. So by the time this video is out, you might have already seen these announcements, but if not, you heard it here first. So I'm so excited to be going over there to the show. It's going to be a bucket list for me, like one of these things I had in my bucket list for years. It's probably going to be a once in a lifetime opportunity. Me and Sandy and my manager Dan, we're all going together, so I'm really looking forward to that and to meeting people from across the pond and different brands, and the American side of brands. I'll be with Hyundai one day for sure, and we have another few things lined up, so I am looking forward to that. Enough of that, let's get some work done. That's me knocked the verge off down there and put in a ditch. I'm now going to take the hoses off this bucket and go rip it up and spread it out. But I wanted to show you, to knock off this we do have a wee leak there. And find these couplings are absolutely terrible. Like, to get decent couplings there, so the leak's coming from here and it's dripping down the hose, it's just going onto the bucket. I'll need to get a rag or something temporary to put around that. So if anyone knows any decent couplings, hit me up please, because we seem to go through these all the bloody time. So when you're taking the hydraulic off, some of you will know this, some of you won't, so I'll show you what we do. So in this machine, we press the auxiliary here. You have to press this every time you come back in the cab, which is a bit of a pain, but you get used to it. Press it there, and then you're just rolling these rollers, and that'll release all the pressure in the hoses. That'll mean that they usually come off without any trouble anyway, but it means when you go to put them back on, there'll be no pressure, which is what you want. And for those that you don't know how to release them, just make sure they're lined up like that. Push it up. Just like that, that's them off. Ideally you'd have some caps or something to put on them, but it's just not practical, so I just kind of sit them in the bucket when it's clean like that. That way they don't get any dirt in them. I always use a cloth to put them on and off anyway, to make sure there's no dirt in the end. Right, Dips. Come on. What an absolute gorgeous day. Look at the scenery I have today. Another day, another view. So far I'm absolutely loving this 6-ton machine. There's a few things I would change about it, but they're just minor things that I'll go into in depth when I do a full fleet video, which is going to come very soon. But I do really like it, it's very powerful. The 57 was my favourite machine for long enough. I loved it. They're wee machines, but they're mighty. They will move a lot of stuff, they're sturdy. We had no problems with our 57, and I hope this one's just going to be the same. It's digging through these planings effortlessly. I know it's not hard digging, but it's no bother at all to it. The air seat on it as well is also a bonus, so you don't get bumped up and down as much. Well, that's another day over and done with. I didn't quite get finished. Well, not far off it, right enough. So that's been done all this bit. It's been a nice day again tomorrow. So the road will get rolled tomorrow. And any bits that are sunk down, I'll come back and just go over them. Hopefully it shouldn't be too many. I unfortunately am not working tomorrow. I have no childcare for tomorrow, so I'll be at home being a mum. But yeah, I'll be back at it on Thursday. It's Thursday. I'm back in the 60 machine to finish up this road. I don't have too much more to do, so I'm going to crack on and try and get finished at a fairly decent time today. So we'll see how I get on. That's me all done for today. I finished that road, didn't take too long, just another couple hours. Ended up using the dumper and put a wee bit more material on because it was going to be thin in places. And just in time, because that's the rain started, so that's the good nice weather gone for a while probably. I'm gonna head back to the yard now. Dad's actually at the old house again, so the roof's getting put on there. I'm gonna go and see them. Dad's also bought a new chipper, so he's been chipping all the stuff that we took down in my first episode actually. So yeah, I'll go out there and see what his crack is. This is the inside of the old cottage. As you can see, it is back to the stone walls. So it's going to be completely new inside. The joiner's here with Dad. We're just discussing where the new dormers are going, what size he's going to go for. We want to let as much light in as possible because there's nothing worse than having an old dingy cottage when it's all going to be brand new. We want nice light into it, as well as keeping it as original as possible, not lose some of the characters from the original cottage. And there's the roofers up there putting on the new wood, the new sartan just now. It was all rotten before, and we're just doing it once, doing it right and doing it properly. More discussions about where we're going to put Velix's here now. Oh, it's just such a lovely view. It's so nice along here, and what a difference it has been since we started. It's so nice just to see some work getting done finally. It's This morning I'm heading back over to pick up the Kubota from yesterday, the 16-foot Kubota. It won't take me long loading it up and take it back to the yard for the weekend. This is the road obviously done. It's looking a lot better just now. It's all been rolled in. To be honest, it was a really hard road to kind of get the shape off because it had originally been shaped towards the ditch. It made it a bit hard. These holes left here, they're going to get, this is all tar, this section here. So they're going to get laid in with coal tar. I've done plenty the offlets to let the water off. To be honest, this tar bit's probably the worst bit off the road because it's just been like leftover tar when you've been doing the main road. Just came and put it on and it's been like hand raked or whatever like that. It's really bumpy. That's a big difference. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully it'll last now. You might notice how I always put the machines on blade first. This is just really a personal preference. The main reason I like doing this is so when we put it up the front, we've got the attachments or buckets, we can put them right close to the blade. Then we know they're secure if you just put a strap over them and pull the strap back. I also like going on, so pushing forward on the levers rather than back. It was more so for our old beavertail. Once you're up the ramps, there's quite a rock when you got to the top and it wasn't very nice. This one is a lot better with the flat toe ramps, that doesn't happen as much. But yeah, it's a personal preference, it doesn't make it any better or not. Another reason would be to get the arm down as low as possible. If you notice, if you try and tuck your arm right in, if you've got a blade, it usually ends up sitting on top of it, so you can't get it right to the floor. And if you guys have been watching my videos, you'll see how bad the bridges are and branches are up this area. Bearing in mind this is a beavertail lorry, so it does sit a good bit higher than a step frame trailer or a loader trailer, so we need every little bit of height to get it down. So that's why we put it that way as well, just to get the arm right down, tucked right away, so it's basically lower than the cab, if not the same height as the cab. Another thing that I like to do is put my ramps up first before I slow down and put the arm of the machine in between. Just for judgment wise, this one's not too bad because it doesn't actually reach the ramps. But for other machines I like to put the ramps up so I know exactly where I'm going with the arm. Instead of putting it down, closing it all off, turning the machine off, jumping out, go to put the ramps up and then you end up hitting the arm with one of the ramps. So I just like get it all done and then slow around after and tuck it away. It's what I've found works best for me. That's me all loaded up, heading back to the yard. Unless Dad phones me in between now and the yard to tell me to take the machine somewhere else, which is fine, I won't mind, but probably just when I'm pulling back into the yard and phone me and be like, oh actually, you just take the machine here instead. So yeah, I'll go and park it up at the yard till I know what's happening. This wee town I am currently driving through is called Inveraray. Now, Inveraray holds a special place in my heart and I'm going to tell you why. It's a random fact about me. It's nothing to do with diggers and trucks, but it's probably made me a bit of who I am today because I spent so much time doing it. So I used to actually play the snare drum in Inveraray District Pipe Band. I'd be over here twice a week. We'd be over a Wednesday night and a Sunday practicing. We'd practice in that front green there. And the tourists would be surrounded us, the midges would be eating us alive, but it was great. My sister was a piper, and in fact she still is actually a piper. We won the World Pipe Band Championships 3 times with the band, and we used to march up. We come home at the end of a piping competition, which would usually be a 2-3 hour drive at least, and we'd come off and we'd be buzzing from winning the competitions. We won so many of them. We'd march up the main street, everybody would go out their houses, congratulate us, praise us, and then we would go into the pub. I was only young at the time. In fact, we all were kids, but we'd all go in and get a wee soft drink and celebrate. Such special memories from this town. So yeah, there's a random fact about me. I bet you didn't think you'd learn today that I used to be a pipe band drummer and a world champion of that. Now let's get back to digger, because enough of that carry on. There we go. That's me all back in the yard. I'm actually so surprised that my camera's still up the top there. That was a huge risk for me. I've never tested it like that before, but thankfully it's still there. I'm back in the office for this afternoon. I've got a big pile of stuff to do here for the business, for Dad's business, and then I've got stuff to do on my own as well. I'm going to get my head down and try and get it all done because I don't want to be working too late on a a nice sunny Friday. I do all my dad's paperwork, as you probably know, so here I'm just catching up on some bits and bobs. I also, on top of that, have my own stuff to do now, and it gets a bit much, so I have a new accountant called Mark, who is very, very good, and he does CIS tax returns. So if any of you guys are interested, or girls, have a wee look here. They're £130 just now. He's got a really good offer going on. So if you're interested, just hit him up and say my name or the Digger Girl, and hopefully he'll take some money off my bill too, with any luck. And that's my week over with. Thank you all so much for the support. Remember to subscribe and come back next week to see what I'm up to.